these are not the cute little living stuffed animals you think they are. I know most people stare at these teddy bear lookalikes in their habitat at their local zoo with these half-smiling, dreamy faces. They fantasize about what it would be like to take one of these adorable little creatures into their arms and smuggle them home to cuddle with at night. But what most people don't know is this would be a horrible idea. In reality, these disgusting marsupials rain shame down on the animal kingdom. Don't believe me? Well, buckle up and hold on to your lunch, because we are about to ruin koalas for you. But before we ruin the 7th cutest animal in the world, please subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. Also, click the notification bell to never miss something we are about to ruin. Better do it now, because if you love koalas, you may not want to do it later. Also, stay tuned until the end of the video so you can see the latest graphic design that was inspired by this video from the amazing artists at mixtees.com. Now, I know it's hard to believe, but koalas really are the worst. That cute little Australian teddy bear has razor-sharp claws and teeth that they would have no problem using on you if they felt threatened. For example, back in December 2014, Mary Forrester of South Australia was bitten viciously after trying to protect her 2 dogs from an aggressive koala.
Because it wouldn't let go, I put my fingers in the jaw, in its mouth, and prized its jaws open to release my leg.
The koala sank its teeth into Forrester's leg and refused to let go. She had to reach into its mouth and pry its jaws apart with her bare hands. Forrester then walked her dogs more than a mile back to her house before going to the hospital for stitches. Not convinced? Well, in 2006, a group of 4 people had a brilliant idea to break into an Australian zoo with the intention of stealing a cute little koala and sell it for drugs. When they broke into the koala pen, however, they found it was too vicious to steal. The thieves had dozens of lacerations as a result of the unexpected attack. The koala was so terrifying, the thieves found it easier to take a 4-foot-long, 90-pound crocodile, even though they had to drag it over a security fence. Apparently, that was easier than bagging the terrifying bear. And listen, we don't mean to judge, but koalas are so dumb, they make lemmings look like the jungle Einstein. They have one of the smallest brain-to-body ratios of any mammal. In 1928, researchers Frederick Jones and Stanley Porteous described their brains as ridiculously small. And to make matters worse, their brains are smooth. The folds on a brain increase the surface area for neurons and are a sign of greater intelligence. Dolphins, dogs, and elephants have brain folds. Even slow-moving, cud-chewing cows have brain folds. But not koalas. Koalas have such limited brain power that if you present them with leaves plucked from a branch and laid it on a flat surface right in front of them, the koala will not recognize it as food. They are not smart enough to modify the most basic behavior when change is presented. In a room full of potential food, they will literally starve to death. This is not a sign of an animal that is winning at life.
Get some help.
One of the likely reasons for their primitive brain is the fact that, in addition to being poisonous to almost every living thing on the planet, eucalyptus leaves, the only thing koalas eat, have almost no nutritional value. As a result, koalas can't afford the extra energy to think, and as a result, they sleep more than 80% of their lives. When they're awake, all they do is eat, poop, and scream like rednecks excited about custom exhaust. Oh, it gets worse. Because eucalyptus leaves hold such little nutritional value, koalas have to ferment the leaves in their guts for days on end to squeeze every life-continuing drop of energy possible. They may have small brains, but they have the largest hind gut-to-body ratio of any herbivore. And even with this powerful digestive system, their metabolic rate is only half that of a typical mammal. Many plant-eating mammals have adapted to cope with the harsh plant life taking its toll on their teeth. Rodents, for instance, have teeth that never stop growing. Some animals only have teeth on their lower jaw, grinding plant matter on bony plates on the tops of their mouths, while others have enlarged molars that distribute the wear and break down plant matter more efficiently. But not koalas. Right around 6 years of age, koalas' teeth begin to wear down and their chewing efficiency decreases. They resolve this situation by simply starving to death. Like other mammalian marsupials, koalas raise their baby joeys in a pouch on milk. Not only are koalas the only marsupial that doesn't clean its pouch, they also have the lowest milk yield to body ratio of any other mammal. Seeing a trend yet? Okay, it gets a little gross here, so you've been warned. Because of this low milk supply, the joey has to spend months nursing in that dirty pouch. But that's not the worst of it. At about 6 months of age, when the young joey needs to prepare for the transition from rich, nourishing milk to that poisonous eucalyptus, the mother begins producing a fecal pap that the joey must eat from her cloaca for about a month. And if you don't know what a cloaca is, Webster's would describe it as the posterior orifice that excretes both urine and feces. Yes, that joey must eat from its mother's anus in order to be strong enough to barely survive the rest of its life. Sweet home Alabama. Now, to be fair, it's not like the joey is eating straight up poop. Fecal pap is slightly less digested, but that little guy or gal koala will have to poke its mother's bottom until she leaks a little of that stuff into its eagerly awaiting mouth. You can't make this crap up. Get it?
Just stop. Just stop it. Stop. No, just stop it.
This partially digested plant matter gives the joey just what it needs to start developing its own underwhelming digestive system. Of course, it may not even have needed to bother poking its mother's anus, as she quite possibly may have been suffering from incontinence. Why? Because koalas are riddled with chlamydia. Yes, the sexually transmitted disease chlamydia. In some wild population areas, there is a 100% infection rate. It's a sad condition that can cause blindness, infertility, infection, and even death. And if that isn't awful enough, humans can catch the koala version of this STD by simply being peed on. You see what I'm talking about? It just keeps getting worse, and we're not even done yet. Just don't. You see, the STD statistic is made worse when you come to the realization that one of the few other activities koalas will spend their precious energy on is rape. Yes, these dangerous, dumb, poison-eating koalas at heart are a bunch of cute Harvey Weinsteins. Despite being seasonal breeders, males seem to either not know nor care when a female is ready to mate, and will simply overpower a female on any given whim. And if she fights back, he may just toss her out of the tree to the ground. So let's recap. Basically, koalas are stupid, incontinent, STD-riddled sex offenders, and it boggles the mind that they've been on the earth for about 25 million years. I mean, look at us humans. We've been around for 200,000 years? And how many stupid STD sex offenders do we have?
Well. How the turntables...
So what do you think about koalas now? Tell us your thoughts in the comments below. Be sure to include any topics you'd like us to ruin in the future. And also check out this graphic design at mixtees.com, as well as other Raw Rant designs.
I am once again asking for your financial support.
Get 20% off your purchase by using coupon code RAWRANT. The link is in the description below.
Don't you cry no more. Carry on.